my little nightmares, and welcome back to another speed build. Today we are making Jackie Fierro's house from Welcome to Night Vale. Right now I'm just getting the basic layout again of the house that I have in mind. We're going to spend a lot of time with just making the basic layout. There's the bathroom, and then now we're going to move on to the kitchen, I think. Or maybe we're going to go back outside. Yeah, we're going back outside. My bad. Okay, now we're getting into the kitchen. Also, really sorry about the grid again. I really need to get better about the grid. Here we go with the fridge, and I'm just trying to figure out where to place it. Next, we have the stove, and the stove is going to go right in that gap, but first I need to pick out the stove. There we go. And now the sink. And did you guys know about the whole, like, you can pick your cabinets now? I had no idea. Now we're going to get some light in the house by adding a window, and then we're going to go back to decorating the rest of the house. Now we're moving on to the bedroom, where I kept it really simple for the most part. I mean, I don't feel like Jackie would use it that much, as far as just, she comes home, she listens to Cecil on the radio, and then she goes to bed, with, you know, whatnot in between. So I feel like she doesn't need that much in her bedroom. Adding doors, because doors are important, and now I'm just finishing off the house with a couple windows, and then we'll get into the true decorating part of this speed build, where, I mean, it's still really simple, but it adds some character to her house. So here I'm going to add the chair portion where Jackie sits down at the end of her day from coming home, working at the pawn shop, and she just sits down, she listens to Cecil on the radio, and relaxes and tries to forget about everything. And I was having a really hard time with the dresser and using like no mods for this episode. So yeah, you're going to see a couple weird cuts in here. I'm sorry about that. There it is. Okay, so now I'm going to get rid of that, and I'm going to put in a coffee table instead. And then I have to pick out, you know, the right color for everything. And then I'll get on to picking out a proper stereo. There we go! Yay! Next, I'll move on to making a little dining area for Jackie. Originally, I had planned for like the table to be out by the bay window, but instead I was just like, nah. And I was going to put plants there, but I forgot. So you get this instead, which I mean is still fine. Now I'm adding a bookshelf because I felt like there wasn't enough to do in the house. Like, she could cook, she could sleep, she could sit and listen to Cecil. And then that was it. She could also bathe in the bathroom, but you know, that's not nearly as much fun either. So now I'm just trying to pick out some art for the walls because they were looking a little barren. Now I'm going to add the wallpaper to the rest of the house. I want to add a little bit of difference in the bathroom. I wanted to make sure it had tile in there because tile is sanitary. And then we're going to move to the outside of the house where I'm adding one more window, or maybe I'm going to, I don't quite know. Yeah, there we go. There's the window. And I'm going to add a bathroom window. Now we're going to move on to the roof, and we're going to make sure that it's very short and stout, like a teapot. And now we're going to move on to the other half of the roof. Again, shorten it. There we go. Now we're adding wallpaper outside. Now I'm going to add a little garden because I feel like everybody needs a little bit of greenery in their yard in the drab desert that we live in. And I added these lavender plants because, as I said in my last video, I feel like they're the Night Vale flower. So here I am trying to remember what I was doing, honestly. I couldn't quite remember what I had put there before, so now I'm putting an ice cooler in there on the front porch because she could easily like come out and sit out with like one of her friends or her family members, and they could share a cold one together. Yeah. And now I'm just going to add a bit of tile to the bottom here because I really hate how you can't go right up to the sidewalk with your builds. It has to like stop just the square short of it. I don't know if there's a mod for that or if anybody knows about it. If you do, leave it down in the comments below because that is something that bothers me so much. And here is the last touch. I add a street lamp so people can find her house, and I will talk to you nightmares later. Bye!